Hi, this is Eva Cartman, host of the Dream Big podcast show, the place to go, to learn, laugh, and grow. Today, I'm going to share with you how you can change your life, for the better, of course, and preview the incredible guests who will be joining me on next week's episode. Ready to find out? This is episode 245 of the Dream Big podcast. You know what time it is. It's time to dream big.
My name is Eva Cartman. I'm part of a squad of super kids that are here to change the world. We don't believe you need to be adults to have big goals and start working towards your dreams. We believe age is just a number, and you're never too young to make a difference. We may be young, but we are not naive. We understand that achieving our big dreams will not be easy. It will take incredible dedication, hard work, and yes, massive action. There will be ups and downs, but we embrace the challenges and relish pushing outside of our comfort zone because this is how we grow. They may not teach us these concepts in our school textbooks, but we are smart enough to know that the tools and tactics to achieve our big dreams are out there. And we are willing to do the work to seek out these skills and master them because we know that our future depends on it. We are the big dreamers, and it's time to dream big.
Before we dive into this week's episode, here's Silly Sophia to make us all laugh.
What do you get from a pampered cow? Spoiled milk. Ha 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 ha. Where do polar bears vote? The North Pole. Ha ha ha.
Thank you, Sophia. Today, we have an episode of Mentor Magic, where I share lessons learned from a mentor that if we implement as young big dreamers can help us get to our big dreams so much faster. It's like magic. This week's episode is actually inspired by 3 mentors, 2 of which I have yet to meet, but hope to one day. And the third I just interviewed this past week, and I will reveal who that is in just 1 minute. The first mentor I wanted to mention is Tony Robbins, a legend in the personal development space who famously says that if you want to change your life, you have to change your standards. Specifically, you need to raise your standards, meaning what you demand of yourself. Your standards impact all aspects of your life. But to give you an easy example, let's take school. If the standard you set for yourself with regards to your homework is just getting it done as fast as possible, then you're going to have different results than if your standard is taking the amount of time necessary to do the best job you can. So if you want to be a better student, you just need to raise your standards in what you demand of yourself in school. If you want to be better at sports, or a better friend, or a better sibling, then raise your standards in those areas. The second mentor I wanted to reference is Jesse Itzler, who I've also mentioned before on the podcast, and I hope to meet one day. Jesse recently said in a speech that not only does he raise his standards, he sets Olympic standards for himself. Now, Jesse is not an Olympic athlete. He's an entrepreneur and speaker, and while he does participate in ultramarathons, he does not do so competitively. But in this speech, he sets Olympic standards for himself in all aspects of his life. Why? Because when you think of Olympians, you think of excellence. People have trained harder and demanded more of themselves than anyone else in their sport. Those are the people who make it to the Olympics. Which brings me to my third mentor, who I've actually met and interviewed this past week, and we will be publishing that interview next week, so I can't wait for you to hear it. And the reason why this mentor comes to mind is because he's actually an Olympian. And not only an Olympian, but an Olympic legend, widely considered the greatest diver of all time, Greg Louganis. Greg won gold medals at the 1984 and 1988 Summer Olympics on both the springboard and platform. He's the only man and the second diver in Olympic history to sweep the diving events in consecutive Olympic Games. During my interview, I asked Greg about his training schedule when he was pursuing his dream of Olympic gold. Greg told me that he had workouts 6 days a week, and in each practice, he would typically dive 50 times. Imagine climbing up a flight of stairs, diving into the pool, getting out of the pool, climbing back up the stairs, and doing that 50 times. every practice for years. That is what you call Olympic standards. Even though Greg was naturally athletic, he knew that he could not perform dives, many of which had not been performed before, without raising his standards and demanding excellence from himself. And that's why Greg is the Olympic legend that he is. I can't wait for you to hear the whole interview, which will be published next week. Greg was so generous with his time, and I can promise you, big dreamers, that you're going to learn so much from this interview. I know I did, and I'm excited to share the full interview with you all next week. Are you getting value from the Dream Big podcast? Please let us know by sharing a review on iTunes at dreambigpodcast.com/iTunes or by leaving me a video message at sharewhathappened.com/dreambig. I am responding to all video messages with a personalized video from me. So go to sharewhathappened.com/dreambig with your parents to learn more. That's all for today. This is Eva Cartman reminding you that you have unlimited potential. Your dreams are not optional, you need to make them essential. So take massive action to turn those big dreams into reality. Live with passion the way life was meant to be. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!